Привіт, друзі! Вітаю на каналі VERBA. Today we have an unusual lesson and we will talk about fill-in forms in Ukrainian, how to write and say your address, your phone number, email and some other personal information. You need to know how to do it and I will gladly help you with this. So let's go. But before we go, please give a thumb up to this video, even if it's too lazy for you to do it, because it really helps me to promote this video, to promote my channel, and it means a lot for me, because it helps me to spread beautiful Ukrainian language to the world, so please do it. Поставте вподобайку. And let's go. Here we have a form that you could meet in different organizations in Ukraine, where you have different questions about you and personal information of our imaginary character. And now we will go through each point to see what it is and how to answer those questions, how to fill those forms. So, the first one here is PIB. This is an abbreviation. PIB. Very, very common, very popular. It means прізвище, ім'я, по-батькові. Прізвище, ім'я, по-батькові. What does it mean? It's last name, first name, and patronymic name. In Ukrainian, we have patronymic names. So, the name of our father in certain form. For example, my name is Veronika Viktorivna. Yeah, by the way, my full name is Veronika or Veronica, and my patronymic name is Viktorivna because my father's name was Victor. So here we have the name of our character Гринько Олеся Петрівна. This is her PIB or прізвище, ім'я по батькові. So here you just write your full name. The next line. Дата народження. What it means? Дата народження. The date of birth. And you have two options how to write it. The most common is like this, when we write just numbers with dots. And pay attention, in Ukraine, at first we write the date, then month, and then the year. Not on contrary, not like in America. Or you can write just 17 липня 1985 року. Up to you. The next one. Адреса. Адреса. In Ukrainian this word is feminine. Моя адреса. Ваша адреса. And here we can see Олеся's адреса. Вулиця Перемоги. Будинок 5. Квартира 169. Місто Львів. Львівська область, Україна і індекс. So let's go through all these abbreviations what we have here. Вул Перемоги. Це означає вулиця Перемоги. Перемоги Street. Here you can see some abbreviations. M means місто, so city, місто Львів. Also it can be S with the dot, which means село, village. Обл means область, which means region. Here we have Львівська область, Lviv region. Then we also may have this abbreviation RN, which means район, which is district. So sometimes in some regions we also mention districts and its name. It could be also in the address. And then we have different abbreviations for the name of street, or it could be not street but boulevard or something like this. So here we have вул, вулиця, the most common. Also can be бульвар, boulevard. Площа, площа, square. Провулок. Провулок is like a small street between two big streets. Провулок. Also we have in Ukraine квартал. This is like a block of houses. And it could be also prospect. So here you see different abbreviations, but of course the most often will be вулиця, so вул. Then, буд 5 means будинок 5. Буд is abbreviation for будинок, будинок, your house number. And if it's not a private house, if it's the house with apartments, then of course we will also have квартира, квартира, and its number. Квартира 169. By the way, this is some random address, so don't write letters to it. Okay, great. Let's go on. The next line is телефон, which is clear. Your telephone number, you just write it down. In Ukraine, we have the code +380, and then other numbers will be changed depending on the phone operator and so on. Then, сімейний статус. How do you think what it means? Сімейний статус. Something connected with сім'я, right? Which is family. We just had some information about family on the previous lesson. So here we have сімейний статус заміжня, заміжня, which means that she is married. She is married. Вона заміжня. Here you can see different family status, сімейні статуси. It could be одружений, for men. This one we use for men. Одружений or неодружений. Married or not married. With не, it will be not married. Without it, одружений, married. The next one is the option for women. Заміжня, незаміжня. Married, not married again. The next one is divorced. Розлучений for men, розлучена for women. And another option вдова, вдівець, widow and widower. Вдова feminine form, вдівець male form. So this you choose your status and you put it into this category, into this line. The next one, nationality, національність, національність. And here we use the noun which describes our nationality. For example, in Ukraine it will be українка for women and українець for men. For each country, of course, we have different nouns. For example, англієць, американець, англійка, американка, and so on. You just need to find out what's your nationality, how it sounds in Ukrainian, and you can write it down right here. But be attentive because we have feminine and masculine forms. Then, місце народження. What it is? We already had the word народження, which means birth. And now we have not date, but place. Місце. Place of birth. Usually here we write the name of city and country. For example, Тернопіль, Україна. City, country. The next one. Професія. Професія. It means occupation or profession. Олеся, лікар-невролог. Лікар-невролог. So she is the doctor, neurologist. And the last one is email, ваш email. And here you just write your email, so it's very simple. Now I want you to practice a little bit, so you could stop the video and try to do a small research if you need some new vocabulary, and write down just for yourself, just to practice, to fill in this form. Once you will fill it, and then if you ever need to fill it in Ukrainian, you will be able to do it, and it will be already more simple for you. If you are ready, we go on. Here we have the dialogue about the phone number, and I want us to train how we actually say phone numbers in Ukrainian. Not write, but say. So, at first just listen. Який у тебе номер телефону? +38 050 123 45 67. Повтори, будь ласка. +38 050 123 45 67. So you could heard how did I say it. I didn't say every separate numeral there, every separate number. Yeah, I didn't say 3, 8, 0, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Basically, if you're a beginner and you need to say a number, you can do it. If it's more simple for you, it's not a problem. Everyone will understand. But we used to say it actually in this way as I did. So at first we say plus 38 because it's the code of Ukraine. Then in brackets we have the number of mobile operator, or it could be the code of the city, which we usually say 050, or it can be 067, 097, and so on. And then we say the first numeral from 3 numbers and 2 more for 2. 123, like 123, then 45, 45, and 67, 67. This is how we usually say our telephone numbers if we need to say them. Now, how we say the address. Скажіть, будь ласка, вашу домашню адресу. Home address, домашня адреса. Could be also робоча адреса, like your office address, your work address. So once again, скажіть, будь ласка, вашу домашню адресу. Моя адреса – вулиця Університетська, будинок 45. Usually, when we just say it, we don't say the region, the city, the code, or anything like this. We just say the name of street and the name of house. Could be also apartment's name, квартира, and its number. Дякую. Okay, so I hope this is clear. You can train how to say your address and go on with it. And now about email. Email in Ukrainian sounds the same. Email. So here we have the dialogue. Дайте мені, будь ласка, ваш email. And here how we say it. Info, песик, VERBA, крапка, school. So, yeah, by the way, this is the address of my school where you can write if you decided to take individual Ukrainian lessons in VERBA school with our teachers. But now about the signs, how we say them in Ukrainian. This sign at, in Ukrainian, we have, in conversational Ukrainian, we have 3 ways to say it. Песик, равлик, or собачка. Песик, равлик, собачка. This is very interesting because песик and собачка means dog. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Равлик seems to me more logical because it's a snail. In Ukrainian, it looks like a snail a little bit. But still, in conversation, we can use any of this name. Песик, равлик, собачка. And dot will be крапка. Крапка. VERBA, крапка, school. So these are the symbols that we use for saying our email in Ukrainian. And now I also want us to train how to sign an envelope in Ukrainian. For example, let's imagine that you're located in Ukraine and you want to send the letter to somebody in Ukraine, or maybe you do it from your country, but you decide to sign it in Ukrainian. So how to do it? Let's take a look. Зараз ми з вами підпишемо цей конверт. Отже, тут ми пишемо адресу відправника, того, хто відправляє цей лист. А тут адресу отримувача, людини, яка отримає цей лист. Спочатку пишемо ПІБ, прізвище, ім'я по батькові. Гринько, Олеся Петрівна. Sorry for my bad handwriting. Okay.
вулиця Перемоги, будинок 5, квартира 169. Далі місто. Місто Львів. Далі індекс 79007. І далі Україна. Це наш відправник. Тут пишемо адресу отримувача. Батька Гринько Олесі Петрівни. Гринько Петр Михайлович. Далі вулиця. Вулиця Татарська. Будинок 8, квартира 2. Місто Тернопіль. Індекс 46001. Країна Україна. Готово. Це наш конверт.
Okay, I hope this was useful for you. As usual, I remind you that if you want to take individual lessons of Ukrainian, you can do it in our VERBA school. The link to application form for the trial lesson will be in video description. Please don't forget to like this video. And as usual, the slides will be available for my patrons on Patreon in the feed. Guys, thank you very much for supporting me. Your help is very precious, and thanks to you I keep filming these videos and do it with pleasure. So guys, thank you once again. Here you can watch more video lessons of Ukrainian. Here you can subscribe to my channel if you are not yet, and there is the link for my Patreon account. And I hope to see you next week. Гарного дня, побачимось!